Hello. Today is a good day. Every day is a good day, whether I choose to see that or not. Although I do feel pretty good today. I really enjoy being going live with you guys. I've really been having a good time. I actually want to do something today that is not an actual fascial maneuver, but something that I learned a long time ago, and it's just called meridian brushing. So it basically is tracking your meridians in the order in which they go in a general way so that it just helps balance and align your energy. It's really simple to do. It's almost like a fascial coffee. I learned this like 30 years ago, and I've done this. I used to always do it in my shower and stuff when I was like washing myself. So I am just going to teach you a basic meridian brushing, which basically gets the energy flowing in the direction it needs to go in your body. And it's a very simple way to feel a little better and perhaps give yourself a little bit of an energy boost. So meridian brushing has been around in the Oriental culture for a very long time. You can actually trace each meridian. If you actually trace your meridians with a really light touch, you can literally start to see the little chi bumps or chi. Like when your hand gets those white little tinglies in it, that is like your chi. Like kids always have a lot of chi. And when kids do meridian brushing, their hands start to tingle and they say, it feels like ants are crawling on me. Kids are so awesome. But if your kids aren't feeling good too, it just helps you feel a little more balanced, a little better in your body. I used to do this before I'd go on stage when I was in plays and stuff. And I really miss that. I need to find somebody around here doing that. But meridian brushing is a really great way to just balance your energy. So, awesome. Hi, Ruby. I'm glad to see you. So it's really simple. You basically just go around your head all the way down that you can reach. You reach around, you're going to brush down, you're going to come over your hips with your fingers in front of your hips. You're going to continue down. You're going to continue down until you get to the side. You're going to wrap your thumbs around the beginning of your, you want your thumbs to be on this side and your hands to be on that side. You're going to come all the way down to the end of your feet. And then you're going to start right in the middle of your foot on both sides. You're going to come up the middle of your thighs, up the inside, and up like this. And then we're going to do it again. We're going to go around our head. We're going to reach down as far as we can. And this actually accesses all your meridian lines. We're going to come over our hips. We're going to go down the sides, around. And when you get to your thumbs, you're going to wrap your thumbs around all the way down to the end of your toes. And then start again in the middle and come up again into the inside of this and up. You can also do a round like this down, and the same thing as the fascial coffee. So down, down, down the inside, and then up, up, up the outside. And let's do the other side, which it actually affects both sides when you work on one side, but I like to just do it to stay balanced. Down, 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 and then up, 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 and we're just going to go around the head, reach down as far as we can, reach in the back and go all the way down, and then hooking our thumbs a little bit around our hips all the way down the side. Make sure you're grabbing the other side, so you're getting your stomach, and then up again to this spot. See, even just doing that quiets my head. It used to like balance me out because I'd be all freaking out before the play. And I love meridian brushing. Meridian brushing just gets all the flow. You can actually learn ways to, balance your energy. There are ways to shunt the energy. Like if you're having too much energy, say like you have a toothache or something, you can look up which meridian it's on. And then there's points you can actually touch on like your wrist and your foot to actually like balance that energy. And I've used that a lot in my life. I love to start with some head openers. So Today, let's do a peekaboo, but I'm gonna do it both directions because when I work on my head in one direction, it starts getting wonky and it starts like being bent over like this or like this. So I like to do it both directions. That's just me. If you feel like you only want to do it in one direction, please just do what works best for you. So I'm going to start with my left hand because I do like to end with my right hand in behind. So I'm going to start with my left hand first. I'm going to reach around. I'm going to grab right here and I'm going to pull. I'm going to pull this. And maybe it's because I have so much impact trauma. I have a lot of impact trauma and I have a broken collarbone, a non-union collarbone. So, you know, my body is different than anybody else's, obviously. Everybody has a different body. So anyway, we're gonna pull this and I'm really gonna just stick my cheek to my forearm here. I've got that really locked in and I'm gonna take this and now I like to feel and see where the most tension is. Okay, now for me it's kind of in the middle today. So I'm just going to pull this, I'm going to tuck my head in, and I'm going to push this back as much as I can so that all the skin and fascia is shifting around. So let's get that locked in. We're going to push back. Now I like to squat a little bit, and then I like to look under my right armpit for this one, and then I'm going to just move back and forth. I'm going to breathe in my mouth first. Maybe twist a little bit more. Squatting a little bit more. Now I'm going to breathe in my nose. Just finding, moving, sensing inside your body where you find those little tension spots. And then I'm going to release that side. I'm just going to take a quick inventory. It's quieter in my head. I get a lot of downloads from spirit, so sometimes I have a ringing in this one side. Ever since the eclipse in April, it's been kind of crazy. But when I say I allow and accept and receive the messages from the divine universe and all my spirit guides, angels, higher self, it almost instantly turns down a notch. Kind of crazy. So I've really been watching for synchronicities. I've been really listening for messages just to see what comes through because things are always coming through. They always have. A lot of times when I work on people, I have messages. They won't go away until I tell the person. So now I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm grabbing right here and I'm grabbing this trap right here and I'm pulling this around. I'm going to stick my cheek to my forearm right here. I've got it really locked in. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I like to push in different areas and see what has the most tension. Now see, for me it's more by my ear on this side. So I'm going to push until, you know, my face gets a little wonky. And then I'm going to look up under my left armpit. And I'm going to again squat just a little bit. And I'm going to breathe in my mouth first. Moving around, back and forth. I'm going to squat a little more and I'm going to do 3 nose breaths. Turn in a little bit more. Maybe just feeling around for any tension spots. And then I'm going to unwind from that. Okay. Yeah. I definitely notice a shift in the tension in my head. Even my jaw feels different from doing that. So that's really good for me. You know, sometimes we grit our jaws, you know, clench our jaws or grind our teeth. You know, this muscle right here, this buccinator muscle is the strongest. It's one of the strongest muscles in your body. And that's why you can break your own teeth, because you can just clench those jaws till you crack your teeth. Like if you're mad or you're holding in your voice and stuff like that, it's never a good idea to do that. Next, I would like to do my ears. So I am going to grab both of my ears. Okay, I'm going to grab both of my ears. If you need a rag or a towel or a tissue or something, just grab that. And then I'm going to grab both of my ears and I'm going to twist them. I'm twisting them this way, You might need to twist this way. I need to twist this way, and then I'm pulling them off of my head. I'm gonna squat a little bit, and I'm gonna look to the right. I'm gonna look to the left. I'm gonna look down. I'm gonna look up and breathe out in my nose. And then just free flow a little bit. That really loosens up my neck. It helps into my shoulders. Even my wrists feel a little bit looser after doing that. The body is an amazing, interconnected, interwoven, fascially like flowing thing. As I get more loose, I feel things farther away. I'm more aware of where it is farther away. Oh, awesome, awesome. I'm so glad. That's fantastic. And then now I really feel the need to loosen up my shoulders, okay? So one of the things I like to do is I kind of like to bend over, so I'm gonna take my left hand and I'm gonna put it right in my armpit here. And I'm just gonna find where I can get a nice meaty grab of this. And now I have my hand down like this, but then as I grab, I'm gonna twist it out, kind of lean back a little bit, and I'm gonna let that hand kind of hang there. Oh, yeah, I needed this. I feel it all the way down to my thumb. So now I'm just going to move around, opening that shoulder. I'm going to move my head around, squatting a little bit, reaching far back, just pulling down in the front. And then I'm going to relax that. I'm going to move just a little bit more as I relax it, just see if there's any extra tension spots. Oh yeah, right there. I had to twist my arm around this way. Every day is different. Every day my body wants a little bit different attention. I just try to listen to my body, and then I hope that you guys get benefit from what's helping me. Okay? And now even my right foot, after doing that shoulder move, my right foot feels a little more relaxed into the ground. So bodies are amazing. They're totally amazing. So now I'm going to grab this, take this right hand, I'm going to grab into this right armpit, and I'm grabbing that meaty part there, that meaty skin right there. And then I'm going to twist my arm out. I'm going to let it hang back. I'm going to turn my head away on this one because I can feel that's what I need for a second. And then I'm going to squat a little bit. Maybe twist around, really pulling that, breathing in my nose. Now I need to move my head back and forth. Just rotating my neck. I'm getting all kinds of crackles. Reaching way back. Oh, I got like 5 crackles out of my neck in various places. I have a lot of whiplash injuries, and I was having a hard time really stretching those out. But when I started moving my head in these various positions, it really just started to open my neck up. And then I also had some shingles in my neck right there at one point, and it had gotten numb. Like I couldn't even feel when I touched it. After I had my motorcycle wreck, I would sniffle, and I would get a shooting pain down the back of my left side. It would cut across in the middle and then go down on the right side. It was so bizarre, and I had that for a while until I had some deep tissue sculpting a long time ago. I am a play harder. I'll play hard, work hard. Just, you know, I've always been hardcore. I'm an Aries. I can't help myself. A lot of energy there. A lot of energy there. So now I just want to kind of assess myself. See, now both of my feet have more connection to the earth. More connection to the earth. Another thing I love to do this. I've been working on my balance, but I'm going to go ahead and touch the wall right here. And I'm going to take my right foot and I'm going to slide it down. I'll show you a little bit better. I'm going to take my right foot, okay, and I'm going to put it on top of my left foot. And I'm gonna push down and really stretch that out. I'm gonna put my booty out just a little bit, and I'm just pushing down until I get a nice stretch in the top of the bottom foot. I'm really pushing, and I'm gonna put my booty out, and I'm gonna bend my knees a little bit, and I'm just gonna sit here and breathe. I actually like to move my head around. See, I got a big crack. And I'm going to breathe in my nose. I'm going to stick my booty out a little more. And it's really pushing the top. Just settling in a little bit with each breath. And then, oh wow. That's a big difference between my left foot and my right foot now. There's a big difference in between the way my toes are gripping the ground, the way, I used to have the bones in my foot that stuck out. I could see like all the tendons just really sticking out. My toes were really, like my middle toe was way longer than my other one. And since I've been doing these maneuvers, my feet have gone from like a 7.5 to a 9, which I am 6 feet tall, more than 6 feet tall, and like, that's really tiny feet for somebody so tall, but it really was constriction. It was all my fascia constricting all my bones and muscles. My arch was so high, which I still have a really good arch. I still have a pretty high arch, but doing this stuff has just allowed my body to open up and get more flow. And then the injuries that I've had have just loosened up and kind of unwound. And so it's really helped me a lot. So now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my left foot, I'm going to put it on top of my right foot, and I'm just going to push down as hard as I can until oh, that's the spot right there. You'll know for your body where you need to stop. I'm going to stick my booty out a little bit. I'm going to bend my knees, and I am going to breathe. And I kind of settle with each out breath, just a little bit. Oh yeah, that's a good one. In my nose, moving my head around. Oh yeah. Okay, and unwind that. Now I just need to walk back and forth for a minute and kind of integrate that into my feet, because it actually loosened up into my hips. I could actually feel some loosening in my hips with all that. So that is wonderful. And so now I'm going to just do a psoas release, and then I'll do a head-heart balance, and then we'll close out this section. I try to stay to like 20-30 minutes because I'm trying to make it where like maybe somebody on their lunch hour can come join and just do a few maneuvers. Yeah. My feet definitely feel different. I've been having some kind of weird thing going on with one of my toes that it just was having pain, but doing the maneuvers, it just like relaxes that and allows the flow. I think something was just pinching in here from when I wrenched my ribs. I had bent over an oar like this in a kayak, and I was reaching for something, and it said snap, crackle, and I was like, oh my gosh. So that was almost 2 weeks ago, but it's all better now. But still, there's just a little bit of stuff going on. So let's do the psoas release. So I want you to go onto the belly button. You can either just reach between your belly button or your hip, or you can come 2 to the right and 2 down. And then I want you to pull your fingers apart. Okay, like dig in right there and pull your fingers apart. I really like to do that. And then I'm pulling up at the same time until I can feel it going down into my knee. You can also twist and put your hand behind your neck, but I get more impact if I've got both of my hands right here. And if you need to put your hands in, do that. You know, sometimes I walk down to the lake and I'll put my hands in my pants, and I'm just pulling on my psoas as I'm walking along, and I don't even care. There's nobody here where I live, so I'm not gonna see anybody. I might see a UPS driver, but I don't even care. My UPS driver, we call him Opie, and he looks like Opie from, you know, that show back in the day, Mayberry RFD, and his name is actually Daniel Mayberry. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, so we're going to reach this spot. we're gonna pull. We're gonna pull apart and pull up. Now I'm gonna reach forward with my left foot if I'm doing the right side, and then I'm gonna lean back a little bit. I'm gonna bend my knee, my right knee just a little bit. I'm gonna look up a bit and breathe. I call him Daniel because that's his name, but everybody else doesn't even know his name. And then the nose, just settling in a little bit, rocking forward a little bit more. Oh yeah, getting a little more stretch. My fingers slipped on one side, so I just readjusted it till I'm getting a nice, good stretch. I feel that all the way from here, all the way down into the front of my knee. And now I'm just gonna judge the difference on both the sides. I feel like my lungs opened up a little bit with that. Like I get a bigger breath from just releasing down here because everything is so connected. Okay, now I'm gonna do the left side. I'm gonna reach my belly button, go 2 inches down. I'm gonna find it like a tight spot. Find your tight spot. Everybody's a little different. I'm gonna pull apart and pull up. I'm gonna step forward with my right foot. I'm going to lean back a little bit. I'm going to rock forward a little bit, lean back a little more, and I'm going to breathe. You might want to move your head back and forth. Just dropping your shoulders so you're not really stressing your shoulders out. See, I had a little slippage there. Moving around. Now I'm going to breathe in my nose. I'm going to step a little bit more because I just feel like I need to. And then pushing forward a little bit more. And I'm going to step back. And I'm just going to integrate this for a moment. A lot of times we'll have people walk around in figure eights because the best way to integrate, humans have been walking and moving and doing this kind of, stuff. It's only in the past couple hundred years that we've literally been stopped or slowed down and sitting, We all sit a lot. We're on the computer, hunched over or watching our phones with our head jutted out. So all these maneuvers help everything to open up and be more natural. And then the walking helps to integrate it because it utilizes all of the systems of your body. It helps you just get balanced. You can see where your imbalances are when you move back and forth, and it's just a wonderful way to open up your fascia back so that where it's supposed to be. And also if you're older, if you're moving around and you're hydrating and you're moving around and you're lifting stuff, right? Because I'm an older lady, right? I'm lifting my stuff and moving and breathing, then as it hydrates, it goes where it's supposed to go. It's not all saggy and, all those things we don't like about ourselves as we age, the sagginess and the ickiness. I used to have a lot of rucking right here, after I got out from being like, I had all this rucking right here, and I can't even make it do that anymore from doing fascial maneuvers. I mean, occasionally I'll find the slack spots, but I'm so much happier with the way things look and the way things feel, where things are situated now than they used to be. Put our right hand on our heart. There's still a lot of energy going on and angst. I truly believe that it doesn't matter who is in charge right now, whoever it is has stepped in to show a spotlight on all the structures that is not serving humankind. So I'm not stressing out, but there's a lot of stress. But if you connect your head and your brain, get a heart-head coherence going on, it just allows your body to release feel-good chemicals and feel-good hormones, the serotonin, the oxytocin, all those good things. So we just want to breathe as we're imagining the connection growing between our head and our heart. And then we just want to let our heart know that it's in charge, because the head is a good slave, but it is a terrible master. And I was a slave to my master mind, my monkey mind, for many years. But now that I'm letting my heart lead, my life is so much more peaceful and calm, and things manifest faster. So just take big breaths in your mouth. Just imagining the connection. Breathe in. Just feeling them sync up. Breathe in the nose. A lot of times if I have extra energy, I will put it through to my feet and let it get transformed by the Mother Earth with the roots that I shoot into the core of the earth. Just feel the peace. Just release your shoulders. Just release all the worries and angst, and know that your heart has you. Your higher self is connected straight to your heart. Your soul tells your heart what it wants. And if you're listening, I literally ask my heart questions 10, 100 times a day. Should I do this or not do this? And it'll either lean back or lean forward. So for me, forward means yes and backward means no. And sometimes I just get neutral. It doesn't really care. So I just really, I've been I do that at the grocery store. I do that. Should I go to town now? Should I go to town later? I use it for all kinds of stuff. So today is a step 17 Scorpio day, which means that if you check in with your heart to find your intuition and make your decisions from that place, then you won't go wrong, because your intuition guided by your heart is the most powerful thing for you. If you let your head run amok, you know, the monkey mind, it will lead you down all kinds of terrible, terrible paths. I have lived that, so I can definitely speak to it. Step 8 day, which is what it totally is a Capricorn day, a Saturn ruled day. It's about responsibility. It's about making decisions. So just make your decisions on your intuition based on what your heart feels. Let your heart lead and your intuition guide, and then make the decisions from there. I hope everybody has a really blessed day. It's been lovely to connect with you, and I will be here again tomorrow. Everybody take care, and I'm so glad to see everybody that showed up. Thank you, and y'all take care.